Okay, it's 10 o'clock. A very good morning to you all, and welcome to the very first Facebook Live session. My name is Kumsa Masizana. I'm a weather forecaster here at the South African Weather Service. So the aim of this Facebook Live video is to basically focus on the weather winter systems. And we also just want to familiarize you, and you also get to know what we forecast for when we're here at the South African Weather Service. So meteorologically, winter officially kicked in on the 1st of June and is expected to end around the 31st of August 2020 rather. So it is only fitting to start focusing on these weather winter systems. So before I start, I just want to start talking more about the seasonal forecast that was issued out. If it is also available to the public, so if you would like to see it, please visit our website, which is www.weathersa.co.za. So according to the weather, to the seasonal forecast, we are expecting slightly above normal rainfall over the southern provinces. That's over the Western Cape, the Eastern Cape, as well as the southern areas of KwaZulu-Natal. This does make sense because most of our winter systems are concentrated there over the southern provinces. And then in terms of temperatures, we are expecting slightly above normal temperatures, which means that our temperatures will be slightly warmer than our normal winter season. And then for our minimum temperatures, something to note though, we are expecting below normal temperatures there over the escarpment of Mpumalanga, as well as the southern interior of the Northern Cape. So those are the areas to take note of. So now without further ado, I'd just like to start focusing now on the winter weather systems. So I'll start with the cold front. Now the cold front is the most profound weather winter system of South Africa. Now I'm going to explain the cold front, but I'm going to try and keep it as simple as possible for everyone to understand. Now the cold front can be defined as a boundary layer that separates warm air and cold air. Now, ahead of the cold front, we usually expect some warm conditions. It is still warm, and then the wind speeds slowly, gradually start picking up with that approaching cold front, and it will tend to be drier ahead of the cold front. Now, behind the cold front, that's where we have very cold air. As a result, as that cold front starts making landfall, there's a significant drop in the temperatures. As a result, since this system has been driven by winds, there's very strong, almost gale winds there behind that cold front, which affects mostly the coastal areas. And behind that cold front, we do have some showers and rain that are expected. Now, if there is a system that's supporting or enhancing or supporting this cold front, it enhances the chances of rainfall. So now we start looking at higher probabilities of rainfall. So now we start looking at 60 and even 80% chance of some showers and rain behind the cold front. Now, I'm going to also start mentioning another system that a lot of people are unfamiliar with, which is the cutoff low system. The cutoff low is a system, it's a very intense system that's developed in the upper air and extends all the way to the surface. Now, this very intense system is unlike the cold front, where the cold front only brushes over the southern provinces and most of the weather is concentrated in the south. The cutoff low is a very intense system that can move over the entire country, resulting in some widespread weather across the entire country. So it's a very big, intense system that results in a lot of severe weather alerts. So if I can just make reference to an old cutoff low system that was in 2012, which moved over the country. It was very intense system for about 2 to 3 days, which even resulted in some snowfall over the Free State province, even going into the Gauteng province. So that's how intense these systems can become. So now the severe weather alerts associated with these type of systems are heavy rainfall, which could lead to localized flooding. We do have some gale force winds along the coastal areas as the cold front moves through. So it's mostly the coastal areas that are affected. It's heavy rain, it's gale force winds. And then depending on the intensity of these systems, they may result in some snowfall over the high-lying areas. Sometimes the snowfall can even be disruptive. So it's mostly over the southern interior of the Northern Cape, the Western Cape, as well as the northern interior of the Eastern Cape. So those are the areas to monitor for snowfall. So there's quite a number of alerts that are associated with this, as well as very cold conditions where temperatures can drop to as low as below 10 degrees. So those are the things that you just need to note about these weather systems and the type of weather that we are looking at for the next 2 to 3 months. And another thing I'd like to mention, weather forecasting before was mostly mostly about us issuing the forecast and sending it to the public. But now we are more conscious about it because we actually look at how is this product that we are creating here, how is it going to impact the people that we are sending it to? So how is this forecast that I'm sending out going to affect the traffic during peak times in the Gauteng province? How is it going to affect the farmer in De Wetstop? How is it going to affect the pigeon racer in Bloemfontein? How is it going to affect the coastal areas, the surfer in Cape Columbine? And all of those things we need to start looking at, as well as the impact that it's going to have on people. So yeah, that's my story for today. Thank you very much for tuning in. Please do visit our website, which is www.weathersa.co.za, as well as follow our social media pages, which is at SA Weather Service on Twitter. Thank you again for tuning in. Stay safe and take care. Cheers.